Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
How are you today, class?
I'm fine, Miss. How about you?
Alhamdulillah, I'm fine too, but little headache. All of you guys present or there are sick or absent today?
There is one student who absent, Miss.
Who?
Lucky.
Oh, I see. Lucky, there is no in this meeting, yes. Okay, in this meeting, I will discuss about phonetic symbol material. Have you heard the phonetic symbol class, or it is the first all of you hear that?
This is first time, Miss.
This is the first time. So I will give you the material today. I will share screen the material. Okay, wait a minute. This is about phonetic symbol. Class, have you seen my PPT?
Yes,
I
Miss.
see.
Okay, let's begin our class with reciting Bismillah together. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. It's about phonetic symbol. The first is you must understand what is phonetic symbol. So phonetic symbol actually lead more to the science of discussing and explaining how a sound can be formed. In other sense, the science is more likely to lead to the part of our body that can make a sound. And in addition, phonetic symbol in English are sound derived from words that we speak in English. Then we will pour in the form of a writing. If we learn phonetic symbol in English, it will be related to IPA or International Phonetic Alphabet. IPA is a symbol system that we can use in the pronunciation of any language words. So when we have mastered the symbol in the science, then we can also read a variety of language around the world. Although we basically do not understand from this symbol. Have you got my point about phonetic symbol, class?
Yes, Miss. I can get the point.
Thank you. Jadi phonetic symbol itu simbol-simbol yang memudahkan untuk kita membaca teks bahasa Inggris. And I have a phonetic symbol short history. Phonetic symbol history. This phonetic symbol in English does not appear by itself. His emergence began with an English and French linguist, Paul Pesci. Initially, this phonetic symbol in English emerged as a solution to make it easier for people to learn a new language. After the end of the 19th century, Paul Pesci and his friend finally decided to establish the International Phonetic Association, or EPA. Until now, the International Phonetic Association continued to contribute in developing phonetic symbol and letters in various languages. This makes it easy for non-native to pronounce vocabulary in the language they learn. Jadi sejarahnya fonetik ini nggak semata-mata langsung ada. Jadi ada yang menemukan pertama kali, yaitu Paul Pesci ini. Jadi sampai sekarang di bahasanya kalau barang kan di museum kan ini dihargai karyanya, lalu diangkat menjadi pelajaran umum dan bukan bahasa Inggris aja sekarang yang punya phonetic symbol. Jadi banyak sekarang bahasa Prancis, bahkan ada sekarang phonetiknya. Next, I will explain what is EPA for you class. A brief history of EPA. IPA is International Phonetic Alphabet. Before we learn more about phonetic symbol, it's a good idea to know a brief story of IPA. Basically, this IPA is the result of a design of the International Phonetic Association using the emblem of the alphabet in the Greek alphabet. Not only the Greek alphabet, but also Latin that has gained a little modification. Then this IPA can be used as a standard sound in an oral pronunciation. Moreover, the IPA is also very helpful for non-native speakers and non-native speakers like us who can pronounce the word in English well and appropriately. Therefore, this IPA gives us a number of convenience to learn and develop English language skill. Next, I will explain to you class about function of phonetic symbol. Phonetic symbol have a function. As we know that English is one of different language from other language, especially in terms of written and also spoken. Very different from the Indonesian language. Wait a minute. Very different from the Indonesian language, which is written and pronunciation the same. English tend to be very different. For example, for the word bird in English, spelling the correct pronunciation of the word bird is bird. The R sound in the middle of the word we eliminate. Then we replace it by putting emphasis on the letter I. Broadly speaking, the function of the phonetic symbol are as follows. 1. Provide convenience for non-native in understanding English pronunciation. 2. In addition, it also serves to explain the difference between words that have homophones. So, I will give you example about kind of phonetic. The first, there is a, can you see my PPT class?
Yes, Miss.
Okay, the first, there is a long vowel. There, long, wait. There is a symbol I, U, A, C kebalik, dan like A. Long vowels ini salah satu phonetic simbol yang juga penting untuk kita pelajari. Dan ini adalah vokal yang kita bunyikan sedikit panjang. There is example C. So the alphabet I is long. C. C. Can you repeat, class? C.
C.
Okay, good. There is mesin. Can you repeat after me, class?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, mesin.
Shin.
The, the second, there is U. The example, there is two, goose, and group. So the pengucapannya, vokalnya chew. Jadi U-nya di ujung agak sedikit panjang karena ini long vowel. Chew, goose, and group. The third in long vowel have a A. Sama aja ditekan. The example there is father and start. Father. Father. Start. 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 Jadi nggak langsung start. Start. The fourth, there is O. Lambangnya kayak C kebalik, tapi dia O. O sedikit O-nya. O-nya sedikit. Jadi low. War. War. North. Like that. The last, there is like A, but have a little E. So I will give you example on the table like fair, fair, various, 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 or various, square, square. So even there is A, but just little. Are you understand until long vowel, class, or you have a question? I mean, your
Understand, Miss.
okay. Next to diphthong vowel. Diphthong is have many pronunciation, right? Diphthong vowels I will explain you in bahasa merupakan salah satu fonetik simbol yang penting untuk kita pelajari. Simbol fonetik bahasa Inggris yang satu ini adalah dua vokal yang dapat kita ucapkan dalam satu kesatuan waktu. Selain itu, dapat kita artikan dengan bunyi yang lemas. Untuk lebih jelasnya, di tabel ini adalah diphthong vowel. Simbolnya ada A, L, O, A, like same. All of this is same, right? Pronunciation-nya A, I, L, O, I, Y, U. The example from the first is there is break, and face. Break and face. So A and between A and E pronunciation-nya itu A. Jadi break. Jangan ada yang ngomong break. Break. What is break? There is break, not break, not break. Face, not face. Face. Face child like not face. What is face? Face. The second there is I. The example there are hike, and price. Not press. Not what is press? The press is very expensive. Price, not press. Price. The third there is L. The example there are show and goat. Not fashion show, but fashion show. Not fashion show, but fashion show. Next there is ow. The example there are now and mouth. So bukan mouth, mon, or man, mouth. Mulut is mouth, not mon. Month is bulan in calendar, not moon. The next there is oi. The example there are boy and choice. Boy and choice, not choice, not but choice. The next there is e, like near, here. The next there is a. The example there are fair and furious. Fair. And the last there are like the pronoun is poor and cure. There is but little bit there is a, cure, poor. Okay, next I think you guys already understand about diphthong vowel. The next the phonetic symbol have short vowel. Short vowel adalah dalam bahasa Inggris pertama kali yang akan kita pelajari merupakan vokal yang dapat kita bunyikan dengan singkat atau pendek. There is I, A. Sama seperti tadi, tapi ini agak pendek mengucapkannya. Untuk I, pronunciation-nya hampir mirip seperti the example, there are hymen, kit, beat, minute. Hymen, kit, beat, minute. Untuk A, there are bed, hit, and rest. Kalau yang tadi kan, kalau long vowel itu kan agak panjang. Kalau short vowel itu benar-benar nggak panjang. Hanya bed, not bed. Bed. Dress, not dress. Dress. The third, there is the example of wash and lot. Lot is banyak, right? Then there are seperti A, but ada A-nya. Jadi mood, love, blood. Mood, love, blood. Next, there is pronounnya good. The example-nya there is good and food. Jadi bahasanya kalau O-nya double. The next is there is kayak lambang omega-nya ya. A and R. Jadi A and R. Jadi steer. The example there are steer, learn, nurse, river. The next A plus A. A plus A. So Kate, the example there are Kate, loud, and plain. And the last is A. The example there is common, standards, and about. Okay, next. Masih banyak ternyata ya, emang fonetik. The next is preset with consonant. Baik. Untuk pembahasan kita yang kali ini adalah frikatif atau konsonan frikatif merupakan bunyi desah. Bunyi yang satu ini adalah kombinasi dari sibilan atau konsonan desis dan juga eksplosif atau plosif yang artinya konsonan letup. Konsonan ini kita hasilkan dengan cara memaksa udara keluar melalui saluran sempit yang kita bentuk dengan merapatkan dua artikulator. Dua artikulator di sini maksudnya adalah bibir bagian bawah, lidah, gigi bawah, dan lain sebagainya. Sebagai contoh bibir bawah dengan deretan gigi atas. Nah, di bawah ini adalah contoh-contoh dari frikatif konsonan. Di sini ada F, V, SA, J, Z, cheese, and H. Untuk F, example-nya coffee. Jadi coffee, not copy, coffee. Fat and fun. Untuk V di sini ada example-nya ada kiwi and view. Untuk yang ketiga, example-nya is outdoor and sing. Jadi kayak digigit gitu, kayak ngaji ya. Kalau ngaji kan mahardijul huruf, kalau kita fonetik. Jadi sing. Ada Z di sini, example-nya ada zero, and buzz. Untuk di sini pronunciation-nya she, kalau yang kayak F ini, tapi dia nggak ada garis tengahnya. Jadi sheep or national. Jadi itu nanti T dan I itu diganti kayak yang lambang F ini. Then ada Z plus H, bacanya vision, vision. Kayak Z tapi Z-nya samar, vision. And pleasers, pleasers. Jadi nggak pure S, Z, pleasers. Yang H, ini example-nya ada wall and a head. Wall. Jadi hanya agak samar. Okay, I think you all already understand, guys. So next, plosive is consonant. Wait a minute, guys. Seperti yang kita sebutkan sebelumnya, bahwa konsonan sounds terdiri dari 5 macam. Berikutnya kita akan membahas konsonan sound plosive. Fonetik yang ini merupakan bunyi yang kita keluarkan dengan letupan udara. Bunyi yang satu ini terjadi karena dihambat lidah pada tempat artikulasi dalam mulut kita. Ada pronunciation-nya ada P, B, T, D, K, dan G. For P, the example have a copy. Copy, happen. Jadi letupan yang kita keluarkan itu akan menghasilkan pronoun dari mereka-mereka ini, like copy, happen, P-nya kan ditekan. Untuk yang B, back, ada example-nya ada back and job. Back and job. For T, the example there are T and button. Button. Nah, pronoun ini semuanya adalah hasil letupan artikulasi yang ada di dalam mulut. Yang D, there are example like leader and they. For key, we have example like clock, school, and the last is G. G-nya juga ditekan. There is example-nya there are goes, gay, and get. Sampai di sini, have you guys already understand about phonetic? Before next.
Yes, Miss.
Oke, kelas, kalian pintar ya. The next, there is a fricate consonant. Simbolnya yang pertama ini ada kayak huruf T dan Sh tadi yang kayak lambang F, kayak alfabet F tapi nggak ada tangkainya. Jadi pengucapannya C. Sebelumnya saya jelaskan dulu apa affricates konsonan ini. Affricates konsonan atau konsonan afrikat merupakan gabungan bunyi hambat dan juga frikatif atau bunyi desah. Selain itu, bunyi ini juga dapat kita sebut sebagai bunyi gesek maupun konsonan paduan. Untuk memberikan penjelasan lebih detail lagi, berikut ini adalah daftar-daftarnya. Example si she ini match. Jadi dia bold di bibir tuh bold, match, nature. Yang kedua ada J, H, soldier. Kalau British bukan soldier ya, apa? Soldier. Okay, there is two consonant again. About nasal consonant. Nasal consonants adalah merupakan bunyi sengau yang kita keluarkan melalui bantuan rongga hidung. Suara sengau adalah suara seperti orang yang sedang terkena flu. Bindeng. Bindeng. You know bindeng? What is bindeng? Mampet.
Yes, Miss.
Yes. You're smart, Nova. Simbolnya M. In here, there are example like some and hammer. Hammer. Can you repeat hammer, class? 1, 2, 3. Hammer.
Hammer.
Your nose is bindeng, right? Hammer.
Yes, Miss.
Yes. That's right, of course. The second is N. No. Funny. Like ini nggak seberapa bindeng daripada yang M tadi ya. Funny. Cuma ketekan aja. The last is there is like angel ring sing. And the last consonant is approximate consonant. Can you wait later because it is azan class? Okay, I will lanjut. This is the last consonant. In konsonan ini saya cari dulu. Approximate tak kalah penting dari konsonan. Wait a minute. Gak apa-apa, ini sebentar lagi kelas saya ngejelasin ya. Yang terakhir adalah konsonan approximate. Merupakan bunyi yang kita hasilkan antara lidah dan bibir. Selain itu, tanpa kontak satu sama lain yang mana juga melibatkan artikulasi mendekat dengan lainnya secara tipis. Di sini ada I, R, Y, N. Ini. Yang I, example-nya feel and like. Yang R, there are right and sorry. Y, use and yet. And W, there are when and when. The last is need to memorize phonetic symbol. Kita tuh perlu nggak sih untuk mengingat phonetic simbol gitu. Nah, di sini penjelasannya. phonetic symbol function is to facilitate English learners in terms of pronunciation. However, based on the experience of the English village admin, memorizing the whole meaning of phonetic symbol is quite exhausting. Luckily, there are a few courses you can take to improve your pronunciation. Here's a list of things you can do. Sebenarnya penting karena ini memfasilitasi kalian untuk bisa belajar bahasa Inggris dengan mudah, tapi nggak semata-mata cuma lewat fonetik doang bisa belajar bahasa Inggris dengan mudah. Ada diligently listen to podcast with native English speakers, ada learn to listen using audiobooks, ada watch Western movies frequently with English subtitles, and diligently listen to songs whose singer are native speakers. Saya rasa cukup kalian paham dengan materi yang saya berikan. Jika ada yang kurang jelas, are you have a question for this material class?
No, Miss.
Okay. Kalau begitu, let's close the class with saying hamdalah together. Alhamdulillahirrahmanirrahim. Saya akhiri. Ihdinas syiratal mustaqim, wallahul muwaffiq ila aqwamit thoriq. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. See you next time in class.
Miss.